Okay. I'm recording.
Okay. I'm in.
Ooh, oh my god. Okay, so let's... We got 2 tower Makos and then Humpback as well, because I think those are really important to look at. And we already talked about... Right, this team. This team. I want to go with the other TC Mako first. This one, yeah.
Oh, the scrim one?
Yeah. Okay. We already talked about maybe putting you on the whale one for some of these
leader.
maps against the leader. Yeah, it's not only leader that it helps with. I think it can be good to move the 96 too, but oh my god, why is the game lagging? What the hell? Okay.
I think the problem that we kept having, and it's just probably me, like on me calling it, is like I need to tell Lune or someone to come back so I can jet the left side to get around that corner. But like everybody was never close enough to me where I could like do that without us losing space. So then I would just hold jet too long. This is just in general for tower, but especially this map. But then I would just hold jet for too long because nobody could switch off with me.
Red is too aggressive for what I think can be like seen just from the opening here. Like if you're red, you're diving on a stack, you should be able to see the leader and like 3 dropping left for this. But they haven't taken much space off of this, which is good. We have miscommunication on Kronos taking the cooler too before diving for a fight. And the left stack is here is really weak too. This stack is weak because I think we have the wrong player playing.
Oh my god,
each
they
angle.
did it.
Like when we go into this fight here. When we go into this fight for the stack, 1, like you guys are a bit early, but 2, Red should be the one on the left, and Lune should be the one taking up stack.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I just think the angles would be better there. And Red is overcommitted now too. But I don't blame him for trying to stay there, at least for now. But the problem is we keep going in with these fights, and we haven't gotten a single ounce of value out of them at all for what we've been trying to do. Like, every single person is just dead, even though it is with cooler. Kronos here also, again, super aggressive, going for this left stack, and we just don't get it.
Kronos on Earthquest.
Yeah, Kronos is on
Earthquest here. He was playing 10 bad here yesterday.
And again, same thing. We dropped. Red didn't get any value. And like, I think the most obvious thing about like how you guys are playing is that yes, we're trying to like, you know, make quick actions to take back the stack, to take back whatever it might be, the space we just lost, right? But like there's not a lot of team play going on with it. Like when we go for the push on left, you know, everyone died, or everyone went in like kind of solo. Like first Lune just got picked off, and then right after that it was Red who got picked off because Red wasn't like playing with Lune, right? Red was more like towards tower at that point, so Red was just an easy 1v3, and then Kronos would have been a 2v1 if Kronos had won that fight anyway. So this fight also from Red, like, we don't get much done here. 1, because there's 2 people looking at us, you know, and we're dropping solo when our team can't even help. And then 2, like they have specials anyway. Good like ledge camping specials specifically for Red.
Did they steal military? What the fuck is that?
I don't even know. The pack here slows things down, which is really nice. This is good. We are super stacked though. And so, okay, so when we get moved here because of being super stacked, we're all forced into leader sight. Like, hold on, look at this. We're all here. Where do we move? Into leader, right? No one has the right side of stack, which I think are the right side of like the defender's side. We're all just playing through this middle left, so now we're getting collapsed on.
I probably should have jumped out sooner so I could have taken top right. And then I wouldn't have been moved by the Kraken.
Yeah, let's see what we can do there.
But I had already jetted, so I was on that lower ground.
Yeah.
I guess still high ground, but lower. So that's kind of where I was.
When did they get Kraken?
If only there were a button that you could press to tell you that.
Okay, they get Kraken pretty early here. We don't kill with Kraken. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's too many on tower this, so I can see why you wouldn't want to like go back. Like it looks like we're pretty much fine here. But I don't know, we're not doing too much. Like there's 3-4 of us here, and we're sitting here for a little too long, I think. Hold on. Like look, how long is Lune just gonna sit here for?
How close is Lune to cooler?
A while.
So
62.
Yeah. I don't know if I think he was sharking to wait for someone to jump across, and then they did with Kraken, so it didn't matter.
Right.
I think that's what he was doing. I don't know for sure.
Okay. This is a good fight for us. Not for Kronos, but for the team as a whole. We benefit from that. Lune wins that. Okay. These are extended, but that's kind of...
I got so stuck.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember my call-outs, but I was like, dude, I don't know where to go. They're everywhere.
Yeah, no, I saw from your point of view from the first time I watched this. Okay, and the pack here's wasted. It's completely wasted. But I mean, we still can have some space with good pick there. Well, see, what's different about like that fight compared to like anything in mid we were trying to go for before is that someone actually looked at the other player, or the 1v1, you know. We had Kronos look over there and boom, Bounce is dead. And then we get a good 1v1 pick here. Red Zip is super early. We haven't even started pushing tower here. I think the only real reason to zip top left in this case is because like leader is pressuring us out and like stopping us from taking tower, but they're not. And like Red's play here is just extremely isolated. That's the best way to put it.
Like what
I could
what the actual what is it?
I could have understood zipping leader like in this manner a lot earlier if we were zipping to like follow up with that kill, but the thing is the leader's full and now there's 3 people here. So this is very bad for us, to the point where Wings needs to back up all the way, like even before this, because from this spot right here, like our main Slayer just went down. That's like gonna help contest the left side. The leader has an angle on tower that is like that is gonna be held, so the leader is not moving, right? And because the leader is not moving, like we're not gonna push tower at all from here anyway. No, like no way. I think we could have saved at least one life there.
Oh.
But yeah, the zip really messed up our momentum there. We had some good fights going into that, and then the zip lost it for us.
They're moving now. The fleas are moving.
No way. Nice. And then the other thing about this is like, again, when we go into defense mode here, like we always just go down and keep like feeding. It's never like we never make the play to stop the feed like before we basically get like double wiped. So in this case, the play needs to be like one Wings got really like unluckily picked to bounce, which could have been avoided, right? And Lune as well got picked off in a pretty avoidable way. I think that we need to be like, what would help a lot here is if we're playing all right side, or like more right than how left we are. Like we're trying to set up for something that we don't need to set up for just yet. And because of that, like we end up needing to set up for it, I guess. Because tower moves to the left by the time, like look at how far left we are. While we're trying to do something on right. Like we're trying to, half the team here is trying to stop the tower before they get past like before they get past the right side, and another half of the team, which is the Slayers, are both trying to like play far back for this final check to stop them, like when they get to 20.
I think it's for the flank. Somebody called acing out, and then they,
Okay.
2 of them rotated left for the flank
Look
on
at that one more
acing.
time. You get picked, and then... Right, yeah. I see that.
But then acing drops out, so it doesn't matter.
Hmm. Yeah. You guys use really early here too. And I'm surprised it gets a pick. It's a huge misplay from them. Okay. Now they forced out a lot of specials, but we do have like the bomb control tower. This is good. And I mostly liked how we dealt with those team fights. This is good. No one's pressuring leader yet. That should have been way before that. Kronos also should not have died, and Red too should not have died there. This is avoidable. Let's go back and talk about that. So
They died to leader or Zap?
one died to leader and one died to Zap. So first things first here. Not everyone needs to look back for acing. We have 2 people already looking back. Like they're gonna be dealt with. And then yeah, we just take a while to like red hops on tower is unnecessary. Okay, I mean, someone's probably gonna die there because the leader was just in a really good spot to handle the people camping the jump. But like, we should also be expecting like some pushback when they come in like that, or when they back up like that. Carlos gets a really good pick. Okay.
I don't know how they lived that.
Yeah.
Pack moment.
At least Lune knows. And again, this is really isolated. Like, we're trying to take on bounce in a 1v2. It's not gonna work. And like, we're also not preventing our death to the Luna here. Like, this death is very preventable. You have Kronos here helping. Yeah, Lune does not need to go this far in for the fight.
Just paint their feet and then get over.
Yeah. But I mean, it doesn't matter too much because we're cooler, but the thing is, like, we would benefit a lot either way from cutting out the unnecessary deaths. Like, that's always going to be how it is. Any trade that we can make it not a trade is just so good. Okay, and again, bounce is finding the picks on us really easily. So, like, worst comes to worst here, I think what we can do is we can just kind of pick a side. I guess ideally left stack, but leader might be like pressuring left stack too much, and then again just kind of like fighting together. So let me go even further back actually from when Lune dies. I want to talk about how we can do this better. So we already know about Lune. Red here is super isolated. Like I said, like there's no point taking this fight so early, you know? Like, he's trying to get a pick on Red, who is heavily defended, when we haven't even started pushing tower. There's almost no benefit because Red is just going to be back up top left. Or, I meant, I just realized there's 2 Reds in here. The leader is going to be top left. Even if our sword Red, our sword Red picks leader Red is just going to be back in top left by the time we're actually pushing tower here. The best case scenario to this is Red trades, the Reds trade, and we're still gonna struggle with pushing past tower, or pushing past this check on tower. So it's not worth. Okay, and then I like that we're looking this left side wings, and then now we look right. That's fine. Oh, but then yeah, okay, then 96 just walks forward. That's hard to defend yourself from. I understand that. Kronos gets a good pick. Man, again, I think we're trying to like force the kill out on red when we just can't. Like that's not how it's gonna work because leader red is playing there because leader red is gonna have teammates to defend them, so we can't just dive leader red.
It's like
Okay, good jump.
I hit mouse like 95 or something too. I was kind of mad I didn't get that kill.
We have good positions. Red needs to drop right here. Like we just need to go. This is good. Okay, we decided to take the fight here. I like that. We cleaned that up pretty quickly. We should be looking right stack together. I don't think... I see red a lot of times get on tower too. Like, not even just this game. I'm talking, like, in general. Like, I think red should stay away from tower. Almost always, unless it's, like, overtime. And, like, you know, they're going for, like, a pick on tower. Or, like, they need to stop the lead. And they need to go for a pick on tower. Like, unless they're trying to get a pick on tower, I don't think they should be tower very often. I think it's bad because it puts more attention on you. Yeah, like, again, we shouldn't be the one on tower here. Let me even go back, because I didn't even see that. Okay, yeah. So, like, red is a free pick here, because one, red isn't pressuring the other red. They're sitting back on tower, which is not something you should be doing with as a sword. Even if you have to take tower for like wings, like I think our sword should just be like tapping tower for a second or two and then like just leaving it, you know, so that it's going forward, but as long as it's not going backwards, basically, like, is what I'm saying. They shouldn't be full committed to tower, and then yeah, we booyah isolated again. This is a good play here. That's really good. Great job. Okay, we need to pick... Okay. I see. I see. We don't know where... Yeah. Okay. So, I think... I gotta go back. Yeah, I just gotta go back for this one. When red zips here as well, I think that red should have a target in mind, and from what it looked like there wasn't really a target. And like originally it looked like red did see the blaster, and then like we couldn't find them, so the zip was retargeted towards the zap. I just want to see this again. Yeah, because we know blasters around here. We've seen them.
Why is Kronos on S-Plots? What is he doing?
He wasn't doing well on 10 here for TC Mako yesterday. So
we still see him there. Okay, and then red tries to get momentum with the zip. I see. So, yeah, red can definitely finish that faster, but the thing is, like, maybe we just, I guess we just forgot, because, like, async has been there for so long.
Yeah, did I see them? I don't even know if I saw them.
But also, someone should have crossed, like, Lune should be here so much earlier. Or someone should be here so much earlier. I want to go back one more time. I always say cross left is, like, literally the moment you can. I get why red zips here. I think that's okay. Okay, we do cross pretty early. Or we just get picked to red though, okay. I see. Yeah, alright. I don't think I have much to say about that last part. Like, you guys have to get to 10, which is already difficult enough. Like, I don't think you're gonna get far from that, the setup anyway, because you're not already, like, on their stack. You're not really on that stack, or not the stack, the defensive position on the left side. You're not there until like a little too late into the push anyway, so it's like difficult, very difficult to get to 10. I think the only way you guys really do that is with like another pack and probably Kronos really far up already too. So I don't think it's possible to get to 10 there like that. We should go over this game too, or this game next. But I think I've just like I've noticed a lot of the isolated fights. That's like the biggest thing here. And the thing about the isolated fights are that I can't really give you too much advice other than I can't give you too much advice on how to play the fights, but like the only thing I can really say about that is that you just need to take the fights more like together. So let's see if that's the same case here. I think this game is a little more important, which is why I saved it for the second thing, or the second one we watched. Okay. This is a really solid pack. The only thing I don't
bad because I was too far back. Is why like I got one.
Yeah, I originally thought that too.
A bad angle.
I thought that too. But I from looking at it like this, I think the issue is a lot more that we have nothing on the right. So like when we pack here, this is good because we punish the gal. It's super good. And then here, there's two of us holding tower. I don't like this because then they get away for like literal murder on the right side, or on freezer. And then by the time we want to commit, it's just too late because they have everything. Because our pack was stopping their momentum from taking the left side fully and getting us kind of in there, but then we, as a team, like no one really tried to do much with the pack. And they also didn't really help. I want to go back one more time actually. I'll look at everyone's perspective here. Because it's not just the two people tower, it's also the person on left. Like, okay, I mean, we bomb them out, that's okay. Yeah, we should not be too here. And then again, like, there's no one even left side, you know? The only reason I would be playing tower right now as like a sword or even as a tent, like I guess sure it's okay to have one person on if wings you're packing, but like the only reason I'm playing here is because they have so much of like the left side defended that like, you know, we just kind of have to like play tower instead of like anywhere else front, but we can go so much further up.
I think they were both playing tower because they wanted to jump across, but since we didn't have check yet, it was just too soon.
Okay. Yeah. I think red could play like if I wanna give specific like spots for players to play, like I'm okay with Chronos staying tower. That's fine for now. Red could be up, like ideally where that gal and that sword is stacked right now. Like red should be probably right around there. And then wings, I do think your pack got maybe a little aggressive at the end though. Like I know you were going for a good angle there on like the 3 stacked right, but yeah, they were just gonna kind of dive you there anyway.
That's fair.
The zip here is wasted too. I don't like the zip. Oh, actually. Okay. I don't like the zip individually, but we actually play off of the distraction pretty well. Like the zip here seems pretty desperate to just kind of hold tower. But like because Lune manages to pick the sword, like this doesn't look too bad for us. Okay, the gal should have died earlier.
Way sooner, yeah.
Okay, good. I like that red is on the right side this time. We need to help Lune though.
I didn't have the angle, that wall's in the way.
Oh my god, what? Okay, red needs to play his or her range here. Let me show you. We go in. Right here, this pick from red is really good. And then here, like, instead of poking, we go in with the burst bumps. I don't like that. Because we give away our advantage. Oh my god, and then what happens in mid here?
So I was looking left to try to help with that fight and top left, and then the 52 drops freezer and just runs at me on my recall.
Right.
We all started looking left, so nobody looked freezer.
Right. Okay, so yeah, I said it when you guys were playing too, like These guys are just gonna they're diving, and they're gonna keep diving. I see. The problem with this is, Wings, you're in like an undefendable position with the gal there.
Yeah.
And so the best thing you can do is just give it up, because you're gonna die if you're gonna stay there, like, because the gal's climbing the wall.
I was just like, I thought, even though I know my teams were a little far away, they were like close enough that I thought if I stayed alive and did a little chip, they would be able to follow up. But I guess they were just too far. That was my
That
thinking.
makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. I just think, yeah, no, that makes sense. That's the best thing to do still, though, is probably play like on the side of the stack or something. Like, I know you're not going to be able to hit them at all, but like I think that's better for just survivability.
Like dropping to mid, the right side, or like the left side?
Either. So like if you drop left, you're dropping to like hold the bottom left and to make sure you live. Like so I guess if you have the choice, right? You're there, you have the choice between going left, right, or back. You're probably going left or back if you're close to special, ideally. I mean, you know, you're not going to always be able to look, but ideally, if you do know that you're close to special, probably pick the left or the back option. I think left would be a little safer. And then if you aren't that close to special, or you don't care too much about your special and you want the gal dead, I think you drop mid, yeah.
Okay.
And I think that'll give you a better chance of just both surviving and also like getting this gal killed in a good spot for the team.
Yeah.
It's definitely difficult there. Red, again, a little too aggressive here. Like we're trying to keep the space that the rest of the team has given up, and two, and two, just like the space that orange team is like just pushing here. Like they're ready for us.
She jumped in, so I think she was just stuck. But yeah, I think the jump was aggressive.
Moon is down. We're getting rushed again. I see. Okay. I mean, the only problem I have with this part too is that we haven't cleared our stack. And I think that's like the most important thing. That sets up you, Wings, and that also gets us a better view of what's going on in mid. And we don't give much attention to that stack at all. I think I mean, from our positions here, I can see why we didn't look too much towards left. But I don't think that should mean that Chrono we should instantly all try to take this right side instead. Like, I don't think just because, okay, they've given up the right side, right? They're like semi-backing up here, at least, you know, behind tower, they're semi-backing up. Like, I don't think that necessarily means we should be all taking right here. Like, look at our positions. So it's very obvious why they were able to take the left side and why we end up getting picked here, at the very least. It's like both teams are doing the same thing at once, and the thing about their team is that their team is going to be able to do it better because they're like built to dive, whereas like Kronos here, you know, if he wants to push, like he's gonna have to Zuka like this, or I guess he could get behind them, but it's not gonna do too much when the gal and the blaster are also pushing, so. Yeah, I don't like Kronos fighting the right here too much. Like, he does a good job, but it's not doing too much for the team, is the problem, I think. I think this is like the best case scenario, because in this case, we have left stack. We have a lot more of left stack than we had before. But by the time we go to it, oh my god, we still haven't dealt with this gal. So, like, the way Kronos plays here is really good. Really good, like, individual, like, play for what they've already done, like, follow up to what they've already done. I'm talking about a little before this, but from here on out, like, we still, you know, we just saw them straight up rush through left stack. Like, we don't have left stack here, you know? And it doesn't have to be Kronos going going to like take left stack control, but I think Kronos can at least play a little more for that left side still, while not necessarily being on left stack itself, and that should let you guys, one, stop the gal from pushing back here, and two, also like giving you guys a good view of what's going on in front, like what we need to win or to get past this this left side again. Yeah.
I think I said that after the end of this game of like I feel like I could never set up left side and that's where I wanted to be or something like that. I think you might have pointed it out and then that was my comment. I don't remember, but we definitely talked about it briefly.
Yeah, I did. I was thinking by myself. I was thinking about this. I never suggested it, but I was thinking like I agree with Kronos that and Tenor would probably say the same thing, where Tent really isn't the strongest, at least against some of these comps. It's not the strongest on these stacks. But I was thinking, like, if we're having such a problem with the left stack in general and retake with Tent there, like, what if we went like for bottom left? Like the
No, because then they just climb the stack and you insta lose.
But like, well, what if we're bottom left, like still also being assisted by like someone else? Like, I don't think it should be an individual play, but I was thinking maybe instead like going like Tenor, for example, you'd be bottom left, right? And then in this case, because we have you subbed out for Kronos, like Lune could be like on the stack still. Do you think that would be something that could like work?
I mean, you can, but the issue is that you don't really have any power over mid because you can't, like, even like left stack, it isn't terrible. You can drop shields off the wall. It just, you can't shoot anyone below the stack, which is the hard part.
Right. Okay. So then I think the best course of action is Wings. You can get really good. One, I think Kronos should still be playing more for this left stack than he is right now, and two, I think it just means that we need to better support Kronos on that left stack, because I think the whole reason Kronos has been avoiding the left in general here is on both TC Mako games is because it's not the best for Tent, because you can't really clear under. But I think we need to get him in there as best we can, which is also something I said, which is why I think your bottles are going to be probably the best bet, followed by like Red taking mid and then also like peeking that to look for it, or if Wings' bottles aren't going to be able to like substitute well, another thing that could be used could be Lune's suction or just something, because I agree that we need to clear, like we need to help Kronos clear the left stack if we want to take back left, because the thing about this map, and also why it's not the best for you guys, is because you guys don't have many options for how you're going to clear this left stack without burning like an essential special for pushing further up, which is why I think like it's super important that we help Kronos with whatever he wants to do, ideally on the left side first. But I think Kronos has been looking a lot more like to just kind of more like solo or like aggressive plays, because he doesn't think he can get much done left, which I understand.
So the two things that come to mind for me is like it's so different for zones, because I can just retake left side, which is at your suggestion, which is what I've been doing more, because I can actually clear that left stack for us or very much help in clearing it. But I don't do that like ever on TC because the tower path goes to the right.
Right, the tower path is the opposite way. Yeah, I
so
understand
like,
that.
Is it better to put someone else on the right so I can help clear left? Should I keep going right? Because I mean, I can help clear stack from bottom right if we can get me to drop on bottom right. I can a little from the top like perch on our plat before, like that drop for like freezer and right side. I think I can reach back a stack from there. I can reach back a stack from there. So that's, I guess, another option, but depends on the other enemy team. Like against Luna's team, I couldn't do something like that because the leader can easily pick me from there. So it just depends, I guess.
I think our best thing we can do in this case is to set up Kronos, and the best way to do that, one, if you're off spawn, right, you should take the most middle angle you can, I think. So in this case, that would probably be the rail over here onto the glass, or the box. I know, I'm coming soon. Or the box on the
Just
right side.
hop in so we can.
Oh, okay. Here, let me
check you.
Yeah, I'm joining.
Are you skewing?
Yeah, we're
Yes,
doing
we are
team stuff.
skewing.
Okay. Or
Simply skew.
if you don't want to
Simply
go the
queue.
glass, because maybe they have a Zuka, maybe they have like really good stuff to deal with you there. And you don't want to go the glass. Your two other options are right below the glass. Or wait, am I not in? I'm in, right?
We have a match.
Oh, I see. Oh my god. Okay.
Is it? We're the levs. They're diamond.
Yeah, it's full +2. Okay. Or the box, like I said, and then the thing is, Wings, though, I don't know what's best for you because I have not played Bo with Kronos and everyone else here. So
yeah,
like your question can only really be answered by you practicing like those 3 positions with a tent, and then like figuring out which one works the best, and then having like a plan B as well at the same time.
Okay.
That way,
that makes sense.
Yeah, that way you guys have the best chance you can, because I don't think this is a difficult. I said it before too, like not to worry too much about Mako, because, or at least Mako TC, because I think this one's a really hard map for you guys to win in general.
Yeah.
Because of the comp we're playing. Like I think just in general, like a lot of these teams are running better comps than you, and stuff that's going to be able to clear, especially the bottom of the stacks and you know, crucial places like that, a lot better. Which is why I think we just need to figure out what works here, and then like try our best to like set that up, I guess, which would hopefully be Kronos taking the left stack and us like dealing with that together, or at least having that be priority number 1, or like whatever we're doing, we're always thinking about that as well, I guess. Okay, I gotta stop though, because we got
all good.
SQ.
I can write down the time. Or are you on the,
yeah, it's halfway through.
in the pod?
Okay.
Okay. Good luck, Sendo Q.
Thanks. See ya.
Bye.
Okay.
Okay, glad I asked.
No, I was gonna anyway. I was just doing
waiting.
something. I'm gonna go back a little.
I'm gonna dip back because I'm gonna keep playing.
See you.
Yeah.
Wait, why isn't Kronos VOD reviewing Kronos?
I want to right now, I guess.
Okay.
So
Sam's recording it.
So let's start with this pack. I think your initial intention here is to pack for the left side, isn't it?
We're gonna start packing. Yeah, probably. Yeah, I didn't know that the 52 was there, and then I figure out he's there, so that's what takes my attention.
Okay, I think you actually get good value because the pack is out for the 52. My problem though is that you start the pack expecting like that position to do a lot, and I don't think it's gonna do a lot for
it
where
doesn't.
It's
I know it doesn't because they're. I guess I assumed they were about to drop. Because what did we go down? Is that why it popped?
You probably. Okay, I mean you probably saw the gal there and like just assumed that they were still fighting like front, I guess.
Yeah.
So okay. I mean, like, it's not that bad. I don't think it's that bad at all. But it's just something like, I don't think it just wasn't used for what it looks like its intended purpose was, and that scares me a little because it means that we're not like fully aware of like, you know, what's going on around us.
Well, it's like I don't like to use it that far back, especially against a pen. But again, for the whole both days, for TC specifically, I kept getting left super alone on Tower U when I said I had Jet. It's like nobody would turn around and trade off with me. And maybe I just go for it anyway and then force someone to go take it, but I don't know.
A lot of those calls were being ignored, yeah.
Yeah.
From that to the rain to, yeah, Tower in general as well. And maybe even a couple other things like related to tent. A lot of the stuff was definitely being ignored.
So I guess I put it further back because I knew I wasn't going to get the chance to put it further forward. I don't know. Maybe that's probably why I did it.
Okay.
Because I wouldn't usually do that. Against a pen, why the fuck would I pop out on left stack? Because it's like pen can easily snipe me from there. I don't get any jump on anybody. It's got an awkward angle to their top left. Like, there's no reason I would want to do that unless it was for the 52. It doesn't look like I was looking at him, so I have no idea.
Okay.
I mean, I could go look.
I like
my FOD. But...
It's okay. I like our fights there though. Either way, like the rest of our fights are pretty solid there. It was just kind of like, okay, the gal's behind us. We didn't know, but at least our pack is gonna clean it up. So okay, you know what? We settle for like a bunch of trades basically. And I like Kronos playing here. But yeah, against the gal, you do have to jump out. This works. And we are in. I like Red's spot. Oh, maybe a little too risky though. Red has to back up from like the left side here. Like I think you hide behind the left wall. You don't really poke through the ramp. Let's look at this again. This is a really good drop. But yeah, you just squid roll back or something. There might be an opportunity for one of us to also help out with that gal though too, because they swing like far in.
I was trying to. They just moved way too fast. Like by the time I shot at the other guy that was down there, the gal was already in.
Yeah, like look at gal. Gal goes straight in. Boom.
I was shooting it
all
Tower
the way.
Once. Yeah, and then I shoot a gal.
Yeah, the Zuka's maybe a little late too. Lune. Okay, whoa. We gotta go back and look at this from the player point of view.
Uh-oh.
I think Lune has like ample time to kill this person here. I like this drop, although okay, yeah. And we know the gal is there. The gal wailed us. Like even before this, the gal wailed us. We're not looking at it though. It's very odd.
I'll say it looks like he didn't notice that the whale was there.
Right. Yeah, I mean it's not the easiest thing to see. I mean the wall's there.
Yeah.
Okay, but then we do such a horrible if Lune, if you're gonna peek this and then back up to the wall, I'll show you right here. Hold on. If you're gonna do this and then back up to the wall, you're backing up to the wall so your teammates can kill him. You're not coming back in. You know? Because yeah, otherwise you're trading for no reason. Okay. Let's keep going. This is really rough though. We have nowhere to move. It's a lot of the reason is also because we don't have our zap up painting. We're missing like, I don't know, maybe it's a bit of like, I think it's like because we die, right? Or like because we don't have much paint on the ground or much control, we die. And so because of that, we have even less paint and control. But then like Lune, instead of trying to regain that paint, Lune is like sharking to try and get those like picks back, get that control back that way instead of just like instead of looking for the space. The only one really looking for too much space here is like Kronos, but Kronos is being pinched, and then Wings, you do have something going on the right, but where it's still like super separated, and
yeah. I thought we were gonna drop right because there were like 2 of us there, so I jetted it to push.
Yeah, no, that makes sense too.
Someone might have already dropped too. I don't remember, but that was my thought.
I think our fights are super separate here.
Kronos is down there, Red's down there.
This is okay. This is very difficult. I don't like this spot for us being freezer. My question is then, why does Kronos go back? This is the right side.
Like Kronos is bottom right. Lune is in a spot where I thought he would drop, so I jet to help with this fight, and then he jumps out, so Kronos jumps out. Okay.
Yeah, I think Lune could maybe help a little more on with the sword to get them out. I think Kronos just drop. Okay, I don't like Kronos dropping for the Gal here. I think that's like a losing scenario. And yeah, we lose that. And now, because we haven't cleaned up sword properly, and because our pack was essentially wasted because we didn't clean up sword properly or really too much of right, we're being pushed and punished for it. So yeah, we gave ourselves the opportunity there. Our opportunity there was pretty solid. Like I think we definitely can get these picks that we need. I want to look at it one more time. Yeah, we back up. I mean, maybe Lune's weak, so maybe that's why, but I think it's worth committing there anyway. And then, like, at this point, if Lune's not going to commit to that and is just going to hide this corner, you might as well jump out, too. Like, way before that. And again, we just do not have the space to work with. We really don't. Yikes. Okay. So, a few things. One, as the tower pushes up, we leave the Gal on right, which, okay, I'm okay with this, like with Gal being top right. It just means that our left push needs to succeed, like our retake on the left side, and right now there's only 2 people there. Like, all this is, for the most part, still fine, but I think Lune needs to be looking left, which I know that sounds maybe a little rough. I think either Lune needs to be looking left and kind of sharking, waiting for the Gal to like push Wings, or needs to just dive left with like Kronos here, and Wings needs to take like a more of a view of the Gal. Because Lune's 1v1 here with the Gal is like, it's already like probably 60-40 or like 70-30. So it's not optimal. And then also like the thing we're kind of really like trying to get away with here is the left push. And there's just not enough stuff there. Wings also could have helped out with this fight though to turn it into like to turn more in your favor. The thing is, Wings, like you're maybe a little tunnel tower because you don't want them to push, but they've already made it there. So yeah, they don't end up getting too much from this push either way, so we might as well go for the Gal. I'm actually very surprised though. How did you guys, hold on, I need to go back and look at this. They just seem to kind of like funnel tower and you guys cleared them because of that? This is odd. Yeah, like Spec is way okay, and then the Zuka, that's what, yeah, okay. Kronos does a really good job there with the Zuka, but they're also way too tunnel tower. Starting with Spec. Spec should not even be on tower, I think. I think Spec was trying to cross though. Lune dies again, and like look at this death, right? This death. Let me go back. Look at the paint. It's just instant control. Like we have mid here, right? This one death, and the control's gone. Now if Kronos wants to rotate right, he needs to go from far back. Otherwise, he's gonna be he needs to shoot once or twice. And if Red wants to like rotate left, she needs to come through mid and again also paint to get back. You know, like our entire middle is just gone now because this one bomb death. I like that Kronos is left though. This is nice, but again, like we're working with like no control, and I don't think that's too much of Kronos's or Red's fault. They're trying to get stuff done where you just can't really get stuff done because we don't have the control. That's like part of it at least. And we have to give up left stack now. Okay. Yeah, we're all fixed. Okay, good jump out. I want to see. I think obviously Lune is dead. A little too much. Like, Lune's fight should be with Cooler. Otherwise, there's not really a point to fight. But I want to see. I guess my issue is like one here when we pop the Cooler for this, like we're not looking front. We painted the right side, which I can understand wanting to paint the right side in some cases, but like here is not one of them. I think we should be more mid just to begin with because we need to push through mid, you know. So we might as well paint mid to get that. I actually don't know why I backed up. Let me go fast forward. But like I think we could, like Lune for example could be on this left stack doing basically the exact same thing but holding a little more space front and keeping this for like Kronos and whoever wants to move in quicker, you know. Yeah, and then that should also give Lune maybe a better view of the auto bomb, stuff like that. But like again here I want to see what Lune's doing. Okay, yeah. And they have no reason to push tower. This is smart of them. Oh, Red almost has a good drop here. Okay, at least we see the one right, but it's a blaster. Yeah. God, we have no control. Okay. So you guys aren't working with much time there, and I think that's gonna already make it very difficult for what you're trying to achieve. But I will say that our left push has like good intentions. It needs to be. Gotta go to it. It needs to be, I think, positioned a bit differently though. So I would like. First, if we're gonna ignore this left side, like, or not ignore the left side, ignore the right side, basically completely, and just leave Wings there, I think Wings needs to play a more like soft right angle, like more towards the mid, like we were talking about before. Their blaster becomes a bit of an issue, right? So like if Wings goes like maybe even earlier. Hold on. I want to go from Wings' perspective. So we just died. We have 20 seconds. Oh, Cooler comes out here, okay. And we all leave it to go left. So, yeah, this is awkward then. Our fight against Gale is bad. Okay. So I think if we're gonna do it like this, we somehow need to coordinate that we're going left. Like it seems like we're a little just trying to act fast, but Wings needs to know that our intentions are to retake from this left stack, because that way we can clear the Gal a little quicker, which should give us one, a little more time, but then two, Red can then just kind of ignore the right side a little more, or at least play from a further back position, because Red is really trying to look. I want to go back to that spot. Right around here, Red is really trying to look for this right side play to like help Wings, which is not helping forward at all. And so we take longer to deal with forward too. Or front. Like, because half the team is still committed to this right side, like, red has to kind of play for this. You can't really look so much left, as whereas if like Wings was on the left side, Wings could be looking more towards that right, making sure that blaster's still cut off, you know, from like left stack. But also red could just take a further like left approach as well. Still watching right, but not like this. I think that should help you guys with the left stack control and hopefully keeping a little more space. Because now Wings also tries to rotate and you guys are cut off by the blaster still. Whereas if you were on left, you would at least have a safe rotation in because it would be cleared. But I mean, you guys don't have too much time to work with, so I wouldn't worry too much about this retake. It had to be rushed. Let's go. I want to go back one more time. Because then it becomes a matter of, like, okay, we don't have enough time to push in. How do we make this retake faster? Like, from even beforehand. So I want to see if there's anything. Oh my god. Okay, the zip is wasted too. I completely forgot about that. Right, and then this. Okay. It's tough to say. I think we both could have probably jumped out though from like before this. Yeah, it's tough to say because the only one really looking at you is Pen. But the thing is, like, the rest of your team has, like, all collapsed. So they're going to be pushing you anyway. We might as well jump. Okay, but otherwise you can't really retake that too much faster. Kronos could start left, maybe, but this is really weird, too. Like, this is what I mean by, I don't know why we seem really rushed, because we have the cooler out right. We might as well just play right, you know? Because we're already all kind of there. But we swap left, which is also a little confusing. I honestly don't know if left or right's better here. I think because you guys are already right and you have the cooler out, you might as well just play for right. But I can kind of see why Kronos did want to go left, because it's just like Gal's there. You don't want to be fighting Gal with Tent. So yeah, I mean, but I wouldn't worry too much about that ending push. It was more. The problem was more like when we go for our picks, or during the crucial moments where we need the picks to like push the tower forward, especially. We fumbled during those moments where either we don't have like full coverage of our surroundings, like with the right side of tower, with in front of tower, anything like that. And then also like the packs. The packs are super important there, you know, because the pack changes the momentum. If like a team is diving onto you and you have a good pack, then you're going to punish them for it, and that's going to be it. You're going to push through because of that. Whereas if we're not prepared enough, both like Wings' pack wise and also like just general team wise, if we're not prepared enough, then they're going to get away with just diving like the Gal did there, and the Blaster did there as well for that other game. Oh. Okay, we can finally move off Mako. I wish I had more. I mean, yeah, I wish I had more general strategy for like Mako for you guys, but I think it is very difficult with 10.
Well, it seems like mostly it's just like we need to put a little more focus on getting left side before we push.
Yeah, yeah, I would agree. Even if Tent is bad there, like, you guys will still at least do better if you have the left side, yeah. So, definitely look more towards that again. And I think Lune especially can work on like the death management without cooler, at least, especially without cooler. If we're coolered, Like in general, we fight, and if we're not coolered, this goes only for Lune really. And if we're not coolered, then we don't fight. You know, we're trying to hold our control, and stuff like that. The others can fight without cooler, but again, it is kind of the same thing. But you can make more arguments for them not to have to play with cooler. Okay. Museum clams. Yeah, we can do that. Who's this? Okay, it's the same team. Nice.
I feel like I remember playing this pretty well.
Yeah, I think this was a. I think this was a good.
I made a. This is the one where I made a really dumb opening, but I played the rest of the game well. So ignore the openings. I've never done this before. I will never do it.
You've never done this before? Well,
I dropped right to throw a dart at the. Yeah.
Oh, I see.
It was ballsy. I missed, and I had to jump out, and then we all died, and I couldn't hold because I had to jump out. It was terrible. It was so bad. Because like there were two of us there, so like, oh, if I take this angle, I can throw a dart, and maybe he'll die, or a shot, or whatever. A shot and a dart, and I just missed both. Like, so bad.
I mean, I don't think it's that bad.
Really, it felt bad because then we all died, and I wasn't in any position to defend, so they just got an easy first push.
Yeah,
Because if I was just on flat, I could defend.
Right.
If we all died.
I think it felt bad because okay, so like in theory, you hit at least something here, right? Like you hit something on.
I think so.
On the sword, and red should be here to follow up a lot sooner. Like the thing is, okay, sure we have. This isn't normal for us, right? But assuming that red had at least had some sort of coordination following, like before this, we could reasonably assume that red would probably want to just straight up like rush the stamper. And if that is done, like you guys should just pick the stamper here, right? Because like you say stamper's looking at me, like red dives here, you know, stamper hesitates, then it's over for him. Now the thing is, you said this is the first time you've done that, and I mean, it makes sense. I don't think you should be doing something like that very often. So there's not too much of a reason to like go over the rest of this, but I think you can probably still get away with something like that as long as your team knows like what you're trying to do. But red plays back here because like we got to look at red's perspective to see this. Like red knows there's a sword there, right? No clue at all that you've dropped. Literally nothing. You know, but if red knew, I mean, you guys should definitely kill this guy.
Yeah, I don't really know what overtook me to make that decision. I've literally never done it before. I was just like, were there two? Was Lune over there too? Is that why I did it?
Lune is close, yeah. But Lune is also
maybe I thought Lune was also maybe Lune is. I don't know. I guess I assumed one other person was there.
I think
don't know.
If you want, like, you can do basically this, but just go up to the pillow instead of dropping.
Like the pink pillow on the left?
Yeah.
I don't want to go there because that's so close. I've died before because I'm too close to a sword or whatever else is there.
Okay, that makes sense too. So, I just think that like you can get the same thing done though without having to drop. If you really want to be safe, like you could stay there. You could go a little closer if they back up, or if you just kind of know that you'll have that spot fine. And then Kronos also dies, which I don't think helps, but I mean Kronos wasn't gonna really live there. Okay, anyway, let's get on to the rest of this. So they flank. This is so weird to look at. I need to like figure out how I want to see this, review all this. I think from this way. So Kronos jumps. You also have to reposition, which gives them, like, we gotta keep in mind that this gives them all of mid because we've had to, like, reposition, like, 3 different times now.
Yeah.
Kronos plays a little too far up in mid because, again, we haven't really recognized that, okay, wait, we're not gonna have mid. Like, they kind of just have mid now. And because of that, Kronos gets taken out. And also, we miss this. This is rough. Red should not go forward here yet. For same type of reasons. Like I don't think we've like we know that they're pushing us, but we haven't realized that like from every play they've made, they're like guaranteeing themselves space forward. So like we finish dealing with something and then just kind of expect like, okay, now I can go back to the space that I had before, but that's not the case because they're like, you know, taking it while you're dealing with the plays, I guess. And maybe that's part of the reason also why I see you guys like die consistently. Like it won't just be, you know, you going down once. It's going to be you going down like twice or 3 times a lot of times at once. Like kind of staying staggered and also maybe feeding a little because you don't realize that that the space you had originally is still like, or is being captured by the enemy, I guess.
I feel like that happened a lot with zones, especially today.
Oh my god, this is so bad for viewing. I need to like, they get far into, but let's go back. Like I think you can literally avoid 3 deaths here. You can, yeah, let me go back like all the way. Because we all do it here. 1 Chronos goes in too far. Like look at how far up Pen is. I could understand playing like back mid if Pen is like they're plat, but they're pushing. They're pushing. Chronos can avoid dying here. We go back. Like I expect at least 1 person to die here because the 52's here. Like okay. But like we should have a 2v1 here. I can maybe also make an argument for Lune dying there because we're late to follow up wings. But then Red also just like we have no reason to commit forward. But yeah, we don't realize that like these guys, especially like these guys are good. They are going to take the space away from you that you let them take away, whether you realize it, whether you want them to or not. Like it's gonna happen. They're gonna force it away from you. Okay, and then the only other thing I see here is I think we get a little too desperate for this bubble. Like the thing about Kronos' spot here is it's not that weak. I think where Kronos plays here on this left side is like actually pretty good, but he needs to like stay here and stay alive. Like if we have to back up a little more, we have to back up. They've used bubble in like literally the perfect spot. There is no contesting it. We have to just wait. But I think we get just too desperate here. Like look at how much stuff they're putting out for us here. It's Booyah. The sword is on left. The whale as well. The blaster's in now also with bubble. Like we are not meant to hold this space. It's just not happening. Same thing with Lune. Like we're expecting to be able to get value from like something that's just impossible. It's not gonna happen. And because of that, they get further than they should have.
Yeah, I think that was a big highlight. I understand what you're saying of just today, probably yesterday too, of how we play. Like we kept trying to take space and shit when they had specials or we were down, and then we would stagger. I don't know. It felt like that happened a lot today. I know I died too, but I died obviously less because backline moment, and it just felt to me like we just kept dying in general. I don't know.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, the thing is, yeah, they have a ton of special output there, and their specials are really like they're well placed enough to guarantee them the value. The thing is though, like it's just the specials are all used at once. You know, they use like literally everything instantly, which means that they're going for a short push. Like they're just trying to get whatever they can in quickly and then get out. But we basically just gave them an extension to that because we decided to like commit. That's all. Kronos is really far in here too. Good picks, but very risky. Yeah, and we kind of suffer from that because again, we don't have too much control on where we're fighting. And we haven't cleared the space, which means that like, let's look at this again. like again, I think we're playing too fast here. I want to watch this from your perspective because, like, okay, Kronos is here, right? But what information do we have on where the enemy is? We see the sword right. We don't know. Oh, we see. Okay, you can barely see Blaster there, but yeah, that's. I think that's very difficult to see.
I remember being completely jumped by the Blaster, having no idea that they were there. Because I thought they were 2 down. I didn't see them. I thought I could take top mid.
And like, we're trying to do things too fast here again. I think Kronos sees something, and honestly, this is fine, right? If Kronos gets 2, that's great. I don't think we should be really following up with Kronos. Like, Kronos is destined to die sometime during this whole. Let me go back. This whole thing, Kronos is going to die. Like, look at how far up he is. That's 1. This is really good. Gets 2, but he's destined to die. It's gonna happen, so we let it happen. I think Red is a little too committed here. Both, like, even before this. Yeah, let me go back one more time. I think we're a little too committed to both helping Kronos here and also just to, like, the push in general. Like, we're trying to do things too fast, like I said, and because of that, we end up missing the Blaster, which, you know, if we had killed the Blaster, or at least stopped them from getting to top mid to where Wings was, we would have we would have a huge advantage for this push going forward, because our push would not be instantly dead. But yeah, we get a little too aggressive for things here, and we've tried to take so much space so quickly that we get punished for it. But we're able to hold on to it, I guess. Okay. Again, I think we're moving too fast here too, though. Yeah. I just think we're moving too fast again here, actually. Yeah, it's not too bad for Kronos to go forward like this. Like, this is fine, but there's no reason to zip here. It's just not, like, we're not meant to force this the way we are. Wings, you're close to pack, yeah. You're close to pack because you just died with it. So, like, we have time. We can definitely get this going. And we also, oh my god, we use Zuka here too. You know? But I mean, okay, they kind of feed us plat, but it's still, like, just a little too much, I think. Yeah, we're gonna die here. So because we burn 2 specials, like, just going up to their plat, like, sure, we get the picks, but the thing is, like, half the team is committed, half the team isn't, you know? Yeah. And I think it's just a better play here to just kind of chill. Like, I'm fine with where Kronos is playing, but we don't need to commit so much. You know, because we Zuka here too. Like I said, sure, we get the picks, but it doesn't matter. They're back in. Our pack is late because we're committed so early. And so this gets awkward. Because now we have nothing to push with, and Red is dead. Oh my god, and we throw a ball there. What? Kids, don't throw ball forward.
Who threw it? Was that me?
No, that was me. That was Kronos.
Okay. I looked away for 2 seconds to set my alarm.
It's so funny
so,
though.
like, I know you've drilled it in our brain to not throw the ball forward. So, like, if I did that, it was totally on me, and you could absolutely scold me.
Yeah, just say, kids, don't throw the ball forward, because then this happened. So now, okay, now we tunnel the ball. Because, like, okay, we gotta get this ball back for the push, but, like, someone's gonna get picked here. And it's Kronos, yep. And they're also behind now because we fully tunneled front. So Lune gets picked. Wings gets put into a bad spot too. Like, we are still all over the place, and we still have 3 minutes left. Like, there's 3 minutes left in this match, and we do not need to be so quick to act on everything. Yeah, that's about it. And then let's see what we do here. Yeah, that's rough. Yeah, they're honestly very quick to act too. Like, look at how Look at how much space they try to take from this one Booyah kill. Just complete diving. The thing about this from them is like, I actually think this could have very easily worked for them. The problem is Ali's taking the wrong spot, and I don't see a reason for Spec to be greats. But like they could have easily settled with all of Plat here and been fine. All three of them would be alive. And that's the difference here. Like we need to know what we can do and what we can't do. Because like if we know what we can do, then going fast is fine. Because going fast means that we take everything that we can as quick as possible, like space-wise, and then we're good. But if we don't know our limits for what we can take, like space-wise, and how quickly we can take it, then stuff like that happens with the enemy team, where they kept going forward when they should have just settled for Plat. And that's the entire reason why you guys retook. And same thing happened to you guys before, where you guys could have settled with just the back of Plat, but instead we tried to make something out of it that we just couldn't make happen. It was too quick when we could have just settled for the space that we had. Red and Kronos again going right. We ignore the left again. And this is like a repeating issue where left is just not taken account for too much at all. Like wings, sometimes you're set up to look at left, but it's not just you. Like no one is looking left except for like maybe Lune for painting. But like every single time I've seen us like in mid, it has been Kronos and Red on right side, and that's basically it. Like we just forget about this left. Now,
it's funny, like they drop left quite a bit, so I remember the set like starting to look left way more towards the mid of the game and onwards, because they just kept doing it. But
I think your spot here is really good for what you can do. The problem is definitely more like, okay, we just took this team fight on right, but what does it mean? It means that now they're in on left. Like,
yeah.
So like I'm okay with taking the team fight here on the right side. That's great, but it needs to be when we're in a position where we can defend the rest of the space that we have.
Well, that's what Kronos kept saying, and I don't know if anybody else agreed, but to me, I didn't really agree. Of like, he was like, yeah, they kept flanking us, but if we push faster, like, yeah, wings will die, but we can still get a push off and score. And I'm like, yeah, you can, but we're not doing enough to do that. I don't know. It just felt like we were ignoring flanks and stuff because we could theoretically move fast enough to score. I don't know, but it wasn't working, so I got left alone a lot for flanks, especially with the stronger teams, at least for this set.
It's difficult because you have such a quick route out from the left side, from, I guess, your perspective, the right side. Like, you have such a quick route back to, like, the flank from the right that it makes it super difficult to just ignore the flank. Because if you ignore the flank, like, yes, okay, we can take a lot of space, but they still end up like they're gonna take the same space, you know. And a lot of times, a lot of times when it's just one of them, it ends up benefiting them because the difference is, okay, we need to spend a lot of resources to push through quickly on the right side, right? Like Red is there, Kronos is there, whoever else. Whereas one person flanking on the enemy team is just one person, and because none of us are looking at them, they basically get the same value that we do, but just for one person instead. So yes, we can definitely make something out of the right side a lot of these times, but I want us to at least look to the left and acknowledge the left first, because we're not gonna get anywhere if we're just trading positions from like just trading plats, I guess.
Well, this was not necessarily this game, but it was CB Museum. I think it was in the scrim of like, one got behind us and there was a call to ignore it, and I was like, okay. But then I couldn't take top mid because there was a leader or charger. And they were behind us, and I had to look forward from low ground, and we still hadn't pushed very far. So I was like super clumped with them, and also like pinched from 3 angles. That it just felt very uncomfortable, and I had to leave, like to jump out, like I swear to God, within 10 seconds or less. Like it just didn't. It doesn't feel like something that our comp can do, and I don't know if it's my fault or if it's just, I don't know.
That makes sense that the comp can't do it. Yeah, that just makes sense because like tent is slow control of the area, you know.
Yeah.
Like we're not going to be able to do anything too fast with tent. That's not really the point. But yeah, like I also think though that clams, out of all the modes you can play this map on, clams is probably going to be the hardest to do that. Like it's the one where you need to look the flank the most. So I like it's probably not going to be as much of an issue on like rain or maybe zones too. Zones you still gotta watch the flank, but at least like a lot of times your team is gonna still be in positions where they can kind of come back. They're not really gonna be on their plat too much with the flank. So yeah, I mean it's more of a problem with just this map, but we do need to at least acknowledge the left side before we just move through and ignore it. Oh. Okay, I also don't have too much of a problem with Chronos dropping right here. It's just like I hate the tent versus Gal 1v1s. Like I don't think we're meant to be taking those as often as we can, or like basically whenever you can, you should just be ignoring that Chronos. This is just not good. Like you just lose that, yeah. Okay. And then again, we're really quick here. I think this red here doing this is just unnecessary. Like, what are the only drawback? The only drawback to them or to red, like sitting back here and just kind of taking control after this sequence. The only drawback to not pushing the gal basically or zipping is that like they get back in on plat, but that's gonna happen no matter what. Like by the time anyone's back here, even if red somehow picks like the pen, by the time red wants to push the right side, they're gonna be back on plat and they're gonna have the space again. So I think we should just settle for mid, especially the left side. Left side's super important here for us because we don't clear it at all. But like this could have been our time to really clear that left side. And get something going on right eventually, but probably from like the back side where Lune is right now. But we just kind of give that away. Because we get red gets a really nice double here. And I think we can as a team benefit a lot from it if we just stay alive. Yeah, this is really good. And then this is bad. And Chronos dropping right here, I don't really agree with either. Okay, we're at least looking left this time. How do we deal with Gal? Oh man. I'm just gonna fast forward for a bit of this, but I need to see this from over here. So starting right here, Chronos drops. Lune gets whale. Yeah, this is part of the reason why I disagree with this, right? So because Chronos drops left, like, and because red just died in zip, like red just got like super punished, the enemy team has a ton of momentum here to just go through, and that's what they do. So then Lune gets picked, along with Chronos having to jump out anyway, right? And now they had mid.
Yeah.
So we've given them all a mid. The gal messes up by flanking here. This is bad from them. And we pick that at the very least. Yeah. My only issue is, like, I think you guys would have been much more well prepared to defend for any sort of push mid if you guys just did not commit so hard to, like, the push. Like, it wasn't just Red losing mid because of that zip. It also had, like, effects all the way up to, like, here because we zipped. That's how crucial that part is. And then same thing with Kronos dropping. Like, we should just not drop the flank. Wings is really good here. And, like, at this point, we've gotten lucky. Or at least from the perspective of most of our members, we've just gotten a very lucky opportunity. And...
Sorry, I can't watch that. I was feeling good. I'm feeling pretty good about this pick.
Wait, what do you say? You were, like, muffled.
Sorry. I'm on my phone. I said I felt like I got some very strong and lucky picks that, like, yeah, it was a good opportunity. It doesn't happen very often that something like that, we get that opportunity from me.
I said it was lucky for most of the members because I think the only person it wasn't lucky for was you. Because I think you played that well. That wasn't, like, sure, you were given the situation, which was them, like, messing up and making mistakes with how they jumped in and stuff, but, like, you still played that really well. But from the perspective of the rest of our teammates, like, we just got a very lucky opportunity to
I see.
you know, to retake. Again, we have none of left. Gal drops. Okay. I don't know. Like, if it's really this much of a problem, like, Lune can maybe even just shark on the left side real quick. Like, before this.
Well, they were doing it a lot that I genuinely
Yeah.
put so much effort to look there after I made the connection that that's what they were going to keep doing.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, this is difficult though. I mean, oh my god, and we were so, like, committed. We've just burned all 3 of our specials in a matter of 3 seconds, and I guarantee you, we aren't gonna hold their plat. Okay, I mean we held a bit of their plat. Okay, I was gonna say, actually I'll still say it. I think we were a little too early to score.
Yeah.
We were given the opportunity to score, which, you know, mistake by them. But the thing is, like, we have a lot more time than I think we think. And we need to get a lot done here, so we need that time. First things first, like.
We also have 4 clams, or no, that's them. I'm sorry, we have 8 clams, which is not very many.
Yeah. First things first, we need a pick. Like, even just in general, before we go into this, like, no matter how much time you have left on the clock, like, before you go into this, a pick needs to happen for you guys to be able to just score like this. You guys get very lucky that Red doesn't just die here, or someone doesn't die to the gal, but, like, this gal could be picked before we push. And then 2, let's see. Oh my god. Oh, okay, this is very close. Like, you guys almost have it. So I don't.
We lose this game because the Red Pop zipped instead of throwing clams. I'm pretty sure. We might just still lost even if I did have it, but.
This is very close, so I don't want to talk about it too much because I think you guys, like, you guys could have this. The Zuka here, for example, needs to, like, look left a little earlier, but we don't notice it until it's a little too late. Wow, yeah. I mean, it's debatable, like, you guys can maybe win without the zip pop, but it's still gonna be really close. Like, I don't think there's too much to say other than that. Like, but yeah, because we gave ourselves so little time, like our timer just got half because we scored so early, you know. I think that was the only real mistake there. Like, yeah, I guess that's it. The thing though is like, yes, we halved our time, but also they pop bubble because of it, so it's like it's not the worst. But I mean, it's just a bunch of like. That's also a mistake from them though. They should have never popped bubble into that. At least not that early after seeing the score, because like you guys fully disengaged, so there was like no need for the bubble there. So that was more of a mistake from them. Okay. Do we have another museum one? We do.
Do we?
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was from the scrim. This was the one that we lost. I think this was the replay, actually.
Okay.
Or did we replay? No, I think they replayed it.
Let's go over this one too, but maybe not as much, because I just want to see. This was before, right? Or wait, no, no. This was after. This was the next day.
This was the next day, but the scrim in the morning or whatever.
Yes. Let's see if anything changes, maybe, because you guys have played.
I think this might have been the one where they got behind us and there was the call to ignore it, and I was super pissed. Maybe, I don't remember.
They are so fast here. Red gets. Yeah. What even was that? Was that a wall bang?
Probably.
Oh, it's Blaster. Yeah, Cronus is committed right. Too far again. I guess if Cronus is gonna play right, like maybe just play soft right, because at least you have a box there to back up, you know. Yeah, wow. They picked this off really well there. Not okay. Yeah, this is still pretty good though. Like we make good use of what we have here. Red is a little quick. Yeah, we're still like committing too much. Like she just barely survived Luna and then dives again. We just need to calm down just a little. And that should also like just protect Plat. There we go, step by step. But yeah, again, like this is a really tough map for Wings. Wings, you have very hard matchups into the leader here. Like
yeah,
just
really
straight 1v1. Which is why again, like on at least specifically these types of maps, I think the whale one works really well. At least better.
Yeah.
Because
I don't know if I'll pick it into a pen, but I definitely will for a leader, because Dart is also really good here. Any good leader maps are good Dart maps, which makes my ability to kill go up. But I guess the leader, it just doesn't matter. I need to move them, and Jet is just so vulnerable.
It's not even. The thing is, it's not even 100% about moving them either. It's also about staying alive, because if you're gonna be packing, you're much more likely to die, I think, with the leader there.
Yeah, agreed.
So, yeah, I mean it's both definitely the whale, but then also like needing to stay alive, and that is more likely to happen with whale.
Yeah,
okay.
that's
and
fair.
then yeah, we're super aggressive here. We should be punishing this somehow. Okay. I'm actually really surprised we even got that kill. But this entire time, like I've just seen Cronus and Red like full focus right every single time. Here we get picked there. This is also difficult. Cronus should not be Zuking here. We're Zuking solo in a 1v3, and you also have no control over Plat. Lune dies. I think this is actually a good trade. Mostly because cooler. Oh my god, we just keep diving though. It's a very, oh okay, hold on, let me get something here. Never mind. But this whole game is so far has just been trades, and we're still looking a little too much towards the right side, I think. At least too quickly. Yeah, we just can't get this left side down now. Cronus is fighting Plat solo again.
Oh.
We're cooler though. Cronus again playing far right, coolerless. Surprised he even went to go pick up cooler. Okay. We can't commit to a score just yet. We do have Zuka. Oh, no, that's not how we do it though. Okay, so this is bad for two reasons. Number one, Lune is fighting a straight 1v1 and trying to force bounce 96 to either back up or die, and it's just not gonna happen. Let's look at this. Let's look at this. So we commit way too hard. Like bounce is just waiting. That's all. And then this is also bad because our angle onto back again, and now watch this from Kronos' point of view. Our angle onto like what we can see to Plat is so limited. To the point where it honestly isn't worth it to Zuka, and it's also not worth it to score. I think our score here is bad. Because we don't have anything off of this. Like, one, Chrono should have died. And two, like, we're not gonna get anything going here. Because, like, look at this view. This is what Kronos has to work with the Zuka. This is just, it's not enough. You know? There's a chance we get a lucky pick, but it's not. Us only having control of this tiny lane right here is not going to be enough to get anything going, like, at all, besides just the one ball in, you know? But yet we still all full commit here to this angle. So yeah. It's not enough. Like, because the thing is, it would have worked a lot better if we had the right side. The way we have the right side of the Plat is if Lune, instead of diving bounce, just rotates right instead to hold that, and then bombs out bounce with suction. Then I can understand us wanting to play that tiny angle, because at least we also have right controlled. But yeah, this is super bad for us too. Although they are really far back. Has it? Okay, we went through that game quick. Okay. Did they just score that and someone's behind us still? Yeah, I mean, it's very obvious to me that Lune and U-Wings just are not enough to deal with the flanks. So, like, something needs to change about this. Red is dead. Yeah. And I don't think there's too much else we can do here. Kronos drops soft right, but into the blaster, which I don't think makes too much sense. We just clear Plat left side. Or try to, at least. Blaster gets in, and yeah, no, that's it anyway. We can't play the ball. So yeah. The first half of that game, I really just skipped over because a lot of that was just like mindless trading. Like, we didn't really stop to really build up a push. It was more just like as soon as we had any sort of advantage, we tried to like make the most of it. Mainly talking about Kronos and Red, again, just kind of like overcommitting with Zip and Zuka, like I was talking about for the last game. And on the other side of the map, Wings and Lune were just not able to deal with the flank every single time, basically. And yeah, that just needs to change. we gotta at least try. Like, okay, you know, if that's not working, we have to at least try something else. So yeah. Okay. We have this Shipshape
I will
game.
stay for one more.
Okay.
I will stay for one more. If you want to keep going, you just record. I will go back and watch. Or if you just want to do the more later this week on like Tuesday or something, that also works. Your choice.
Okay, we have 2 more. I'll do them all, I think. God, it is late.
Yeah, I have to get up at 6 a.m., so
Okay.
I don't want to stay up too late.
Oh, geez, you should be. This is not a good idea then.
I'm in bed already.
Okay.
I was getting ready for that last one. I was cutting my pills and getting stuff ready for tomorrow. I'm just not tired. I just took my melatonin. I should have taken it earlier. I didn't think about it. I didn't realize it was already midnight.
Yeah. Okay, this is again another map where I don't think we really like. This is just not a map for us comp-wise,
Yeah.
but we can still make it work. Wow. So first things first here. Actually, I don't hate this position until it gets to a point, like when we're when we're like here, right up until right here, like right here. This is I think this is really good because 1, we have a lot of people looking right, and 2, we have someone top right, which is super helpful. Because we're not only, you know, dragging the attention of the people in mid, but we're also dragging the attention of the back. The problem with it is though that we super hard commit. Like this pit becomes like Fight Club 2.0, and then Chronos also just doesn't help with it. Like, I know this is honestly a very odd scenario though. I haven't seen anything like this like at all from an opening ever, on this map. And which is why I don't really blame Kronos for maybe not noticing it and also not like committing to it. But like we should be fighting this or something. Gotta send like a shield down there. But yeah, like I don't hate the position until we get to a point where we're just down there for whatever reason when we don't need to be. But yeah. Okay, this is really good. We can't let this Wellstring get away with murder. Good. They have slider. We do a pretty good job of... Okay, the only thing I don't like about this, again, let's go back. We do a pretty good job of handling this. Like, up until here, the trades make sense. You know, I see why all this happens. I'm okay with this. This is good from Lune. Right here, I don't like this. 1, we try a little too hard to just like camp them, and because of that we get picked off. I want to show like best case scenario what we can do here to survive this. So 1, Lune, when you're like this, don't go further forward. Like, you're going too far forward here. At the same time, you also just do not have the ink to deal with the dread. So like when we go here, we just need to back up. Like, just run back and play the wall or something. That way you at least have a little more ink going into the fight you're about to have with dread. And also you can see them coming a little quicker because you go around that wall and then just like blindly fight the dread, where you can still kind of set up a little better to a point where you at least see the dread coming and can like pre-fire them. Okay, and then let's go back and see what everyone else is doing here. Like, I don't think there's too much else to be said about this moment other than Lune just needs to play a little more safe and also more for their ink, because we were just stranded here and we need to be defensive. Okay, and then yeah, I don't like Kronos being too far up on this right side. Again, like, we're really desperate to just kind of get this right side going. It's kind of the same thing with the museum where we won, or at least Kronos really wants to push, but we don't have mid. And like I would say, okay, yes, this is a good angle to take, right? Like if we're able to get on their side, like nice. But we don't even have our side of mid, you know? Like our team isn't even retaking right now. So there's no point. Yeah, we give this kind of like a half retake thing because we pop back, not back. We pop pack to try and get through with this because, you know, Kronos is like super committed on the right. We can maybe get something done with it, but the team is not ready to commit either. And so this whole thing is just like a half committal. Yeah, just like half committing to the push instead of a full commit team push thing that we should be looking towards. And because of that, they're now all of a sudden at 30. We thankfully get that trade. If Lune didn't get that, or not the trade, the kill. If Lune didn't get that, I think we would probably just lose. Okay, and again here too, I want to talk about this a little more too. Like, I want to look at this from Red's perspective. I just don't think we get enough information about what's going on before we just dive. The only person we've looked at this entire time is the well string. We'll see this one more time. So we're off respawn here. We see well string there, and that's about it. We see cooler right as well, and then we die. We just don't have enough information going for us. Well, it's two things. One, it's we don't have enough information going for us for like where we're trying to push into, and then two, we just don't have the space because like I've said before, like we're not really too concerned right now with like retaking properly. We're more concerned about other things. Like look, Kronos is here, far left right now, which is okay, and Lune just popped cooler, but we're not really like full focusing what's in front of us until after Red dies. And because of that, they just get through. They walk through. This is a waste of a slider. I don't know what they're thinking there. Well, it's not that bad, but like, yeah. They're doing that for the 3 points. This is a really good pack. Right, okay, there were 2 packs that were like that. One later on.
They're like, oh yeah. Oh, when they were all clumped and nobody died?
Yeah,
I think that was
look
this
at that
game.
one more time.
There's
That was a very
I cannot
crucial
believe no one died.
So far though, I honestly really like our positions for the most part. I think Lune is a little passive here. And I
barely
think...
missed that kill.
Okay, a couple things actually. So one, Lune is again like half committing. So if we have 2 options here for Lune. Lune, your options are right after we pop cooler here. Right here. Okay, so your first option is to full jump over. Like you just jump over to the left side. And you see the stamper here and fight them. And your second option is like go help with the right fight. And we do neither of those. Until after Wings is dead at the very least is what I meant. And because Wings is down, like Slider gets in and a bunch of other things happen. So one of the decisions needs to be made. Like we either just need to look and pay attention to this, to the stamper, or we need to go do something else. But yeah, being stuck in the middle and like hesitating there doesn't help too much for us. Oh, I don't like this pack.
I know, I thought I was trying to help Red.
Yeah, no,
Red
that
died.
makes sense. But I think like look at the space
It
around
was just too
Red
far
here.
back. Yeah. And they were down. It made no sense to pop it.
But we just do not, again, we do not have the space. Red should not be here. This is such a bad spot. Like, as soon as Red jumps here, Red is dead. That's it. The jump she just made. Hold on. I can tell you the exact moment that Red seals her fate. It's right, like, here,
Yeah,
you're
got
all,
Immortal up.
like, literally right here, you're just dead. There's nothing you can do. Even before that, like, moving left into that jump, like, that's already really pushing it. And so, yeah, we just go too far, that's all. And we also pack to help, but it is too late, and also to a push that, like, isn't even doing anything, really. Or red trying to commit there, I mean. Okay, and then...
I don't know how to get better in noticing, like, I have a tendency to do, like, really bad decision-making to try to help my teammates. Because, like, if they make a bad choice, I follow in suit to help them, and I feel like I need to get better at just letting them die and doing the right thing. And I'm really bad at that.
Right, well, I mean, you can still... The thing is, about being back, you can at least still help your teammates without having to, like, full commit with pack. Like, you could have still, like, shot there, you know? And,
But it's like,
help.
I'm thinking about, I think another one that we voted or something, or that you at least saw my POV of, like, it was like a Undertow game. I think it was Rainmaker. No, it was Tower. And, like, I overcommitted on, like, Greats to help Red or somebody who was bottom right, and I die for it, and it ruined our whole defense. Like, I will pop out to add chip sometimes to help a fight so that they don't die, and then I'll go down or lose pack because I wasted it, and then we have no retake or defense. I don't know. I do it a lot. That
Well,
I need to get better at, I don't know, noticing when someone should just die.
yeah, I mean, it's good that we're trying to help. It's just, I mean, I do it too. Sometimes I will commit to a fight that I just shouldn't be, or like commit to helping a fight that I shouldn't be, and it happens. I mean, there's not going to be any stopping that, but there is going to be better coordination of, like, what we're doing. So, like, if Red really wants to fight this left side, like, Red should let you know, I guess, that, like, she needs help or something, like, before.
Okay.
I think, like, the call needs to be made that we want help as they like approach zone, basically. Like, as soon as they see that they're fighting Stamper, like, the call needs to be made that they're trying to commit to zone and hold it. That way you can then pack. But, like, even with the call, sometimes it's just going to be a matter of like, it was just a bad fight, and I mean, that happens. But you can definitely use your combined knowledge, like, both you and Red together, to figure out if a fight is worth taking together, I guess, or worth assisting on. But yeah, I mean, it's not always going to go perfect. I don't think that's your fault.
I just feel like it happens more often than it should.
Yeah, I mean, it's also a practice thing, so
yeah,
it just takes time. This is better, because, like, okay, this pack at the very least, right? At the very least, you start the pack while Lune is in a fight, but Lune is in, like, a more defensive position, so Lune is going to live here. Like, right here, Lune comes back and you pack to just make sure, confirm that kill. Okay, and they're also jumping in, so you get like decent value here. The only thing is that, like, everyone is looking at you. And you're maybe a little too far forward. And wow, they really they take that far. It's just that little mess up. Like, I think Lune is still a little overcommitted here anyway. And obviously you weren't really expecting at least this many jumps in, so it makes sense why you go down. But we are still all over the place. And like, in simplest form, I think we're dead too much too.
Yeah.
I like that Cronus is on the left side here. Oh, but I don't like that. Hold on. Gotta go back now. Gotta go back and look at what happened here. Forget why we commit. I think you're back quick.
I was. I don't know if everybody else was.
Yeah, I mean you're back a little quicker. You've been here for a while, so at this point you're in your head. You're probably like, okay, we got to start going. And you do have pack too, which makes sense why you tried to go for something.
Yeah,
like-
I wanted to pack right side. I saw
Right.
a lot of them left. I didn't realize they were sharking bottom right.
Right.
That was just
Yeah,
a
I remember this moment. Okay. Yeah.
I just wanted to
happens.
pinch with pack. Yeah, just it was a good call with shark.
It is good that you're looking left. The only thing like I can really pick apart from this though is that you are dropping it to some place that you haven't really cleared.
I'm painted. Yeah.
And you haven't looked at, so it makes sense why you die here still, you know?
Yeah,
So
fair.
you get punished for these guys just playing well, basically. Okay, and then yeah, this is also maybe a bit of a waste of a slider from them. They need it for a retake, but they'll have it anyway eventually. And you get picked apart again. I'm not expecting them to be like on the side.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so we know sword's somewhere over here. Oh wow, yeah, they do come out of nowhere. They must have taken like the long
Yeah.
flank around.
Maybe. I don't know, because there's enough blue on the right that I was like, I thought I was good to go behind that little wall.
Okay. Yeah, the thing is, I think you know this too, like, at least in a position like this, left isn't as optimal as right is.
Yeah.
But like you still go for cooler here, and because you get cooler, like it's not that bad that you die, but they're still gonna get this. Or they're gonna get a lot more of this than they should, I guess, is what I'm saying. Like they hang around. Oh, okay, you guys cleaned it up pretty well, actually. So yeah, I guess it's not that bad. Like, because the cooler was there, I think this all works out for you. If the cooler's not there though, you probably just default back to right.
There you go. Here's when none of them die.
Okay, yeah, so let's go back a bit. I think the first part of this is I like that you're trying to help with Kronos. And this is like the best possible spot for you to help with Kronos. But I think this pack is committing a little too much here. Because
Really?
yeah, because one they are really far back. Like Kronos does have like a good kind of hold on them, but that's the thing. Like they are stalling. They're waiting out Kronos's Zuka, and after that,
Oh.
he's gonna have little to no effect on like basically their entire team because they're sitting waiting. Now because you use the pack, he's able to move in. Yes. The thing is though, you guys have 20 seconds left, and now because you weren't able to get a pick, they are gonna move in from the left side here. Oh wait, what? Hold on. They come back in quick again, right? Oh, okay, right. This is what I was talking about. Okay. So because... Oh my god, what? Oh, I see. I see. Okay. Okay. So actually... Again, this wasn't... I thought they pushed from here. Okay. So what I thought was going to happen was they were going to live through this, and they were going to slide to the left side, like from this push right here somehow. But that doesn't happen. You guys actually get the picks. Okay. Now I still think the pack wasn't completely wasted, not at all. The problem is we're not ready to stop them here. Like let's go back. I think from the beginning, from before you even packed, we could have someone bottom left. Like Lune is here. Lune gives up the spot. I don't understand why we do that. And then Red as well. Like we're playing really far back for no reason. Red, I understand maybe a little more for Booyah. Lune should be like far left. Lune should be far left under like a wall or something. Cause
like the zap did to me.
Yeah, because we literally just pick slider and then that's game. Like there's no chance that slider even gets to a spot where they're gonna do this. Or I mean, if you really don't want to commit and you just want to paint zone, then go all the way back to zone and paint it. We're again in a spot where like, okay, the only way they do anything here is if we sit in this spot right here and just wait for them to push us. Like, look at where are they gonna push from? They're gonna push exactly from where Lune is, and same with Red too. Like they are forced to walk through them to get there. So from us like basically diving and like sacrificing our lives, we're giving them an opportunity here that we did not need to give them, and because of that, they get in. Which is why I like to say, I like to say to my teammates, like especially if I'm like just painting a zone at the end to hold on to it, like I'll specifically say just for them to go fight or like distract, because if they do that, we win the game.
Yeah.
Now, obviously here it's a little different because they have sliders, so they're gonna at least stall the zone. But the thing is, like, they have to slider so early that it only stalls the zone. You know, if our teammates are alive, we should hold the zone here. There's no way
I almost nearly
can...
hold it on my own.
Yeah.
If we had one more person up, we probably could have capped it for the last 2 points.
Yeah, so there's just no way this should have happened to begin with, and the only reason it did happen was because we played directly in front of them and just kind of let them do their thing. Like, okay, I understand Chrono's dying here, and I understand Red dying here. This is unfortunate because we're in Booyah, but our Booyah is wasted because it's not even placed on zone, first off, and Lune also just dies in the middle of everything. So it's just yeah, it's not worth it. From where we played, it's bad. Now it's still insane that they were able to get that opportunity, so they did really well with that. It was crazy. And then these are ridiculous kills too, I mean.
I don't even remember how I died. Is there a bomb? Oh. How did Red die? How did I die? Oh.
You're dead twice here, aren't you? One from the zone.
Because I tried to hold zone greedily, which was wrong, and then I tried to back up and jump out, but I get, like, everything.
Yeah, I see this. Yeah. Right, I remember this. Oh, I remember this. I was thinking, in the moment, I was thinking just stay there. Like, you were called to jump out.
Yeah, I almost did. You see me throw a dart. I thought about staying, but...
Yeah. I think like maybe there's a way you hold this wall, and that'll probably give you guys a bit of a better chance of holding this, but you're still going to be low and you're going to need time. So I mean, yeah, there's maybe a way you can just stay there because your team is back in so quick on the right side.
I went all the way back to that wall, and the well string reached me. That's why I died.
No, I mean the closer wall actually.
Oh really?
Yeah. Hold on.
But the bucket was there. Like I don't know. I had to go like far right because like. Bucket was underneath left wall, or I guess it's right wall.
The thing about that though is they can see you. So like yes, you're as far back as you can like possibly get, but the difference between these two positions is that one here they can see you, and at least behind the wall they cannot see you. So like there's maybe a chance you can like survive a bit longer now. You know, it's literally just like the difference is like death compared to like a 20% chance of living, but
yeah, just slightly better.
Yeah. And then yeah, Kronos dies here too because like they just have so much pressure on that side. Is there anything else here? I don't think so.
Oh, that bucket.
Oh yeah, this is the stupidest thing I've ever seen there. And yeah, I don't think there's much to say about that. So that's about it, I think.
Okay. I'm heading to bed. Good luck with the rest of the VODs. Thank you so much.
Yep. See you guys.
Hey. Good night.
Okay, final game. I don't know why I scrolled up. Final game, Shipshape, Tower Control. This is against this EU team. Okay. I want to go over this game too in depth, but I will talk about it either way. Okay, so to begin, they have a very, we already knew at this point that they had a very like dive heavy comp and that they were going to be fighting us as much as they can. Red's death is unfortunate here. It happens, but we can still prevent it. And then they basically just take tower off that. There's nothing else really to say about that. Like, the thing about this Red is if you... I understand wanting to hold mid, but it gets to a point where we cannot be so tunneled to hold us. Like, look at how many bombs are on you. You know, you just back. You just back squid roll. And there's a chance you live. But yeah, they had an instant pressure there. It was kind of actually crazy how they placed those bombs. It was lucky. So I understand. This fight here is decent for me, Red. Again, though, you are very solo, and yeah, that's about it, actually. You're just, it's very risky. It's very risky. Because at least one of them also knows you're there, so it's just like, you do a decent job of cleaning this up, I think. Basically as good as you can do. It's just, again, very risky. Where the rest of our team has a retake, right? Like, I don't think we're in such a position where like something like that needs to happen. The only reason I would go for something like that is because, you know, it needs to happen for us to like win this game. And again here, Red, I think you're again a little too aggressive here. Now, like, okay, sure, you're too aggressive, right? But then, like, what do you do other than that then? I think you need to push at the team right. I think we hang around this box, like, we commit too far. Like, you are in a 1v3, you know? We need to realize that. At the very least, we either swing far right instead, like with Kronos, Kronos/Wings, more right side focus, or we go take top left early, so that when the dually gets there, or when they try to come up left, you know, to defend tower, like, we have someone there. But now it's just Lune here. Okay, and then we get some nice picks from Kronos. And Kronos has an opportunity to push up left. I hope we push up left. Ooh. Wow, okay, that is kind of lucky. So one, Kronos should be pushing up left early. Like, literally just leave tower. And two, I think we're a little too committed to fighting stuff outside of tower. Like, these guys have to come to us, and we are on high ground if we stick tower. Like, Wings should be tower here, or rotating towards tower at the very least. Earlier than this. I know now you are. And we should just not be dead. Like, I think if we're playing more towards tower here, we have a better chance of just winning this team interaction. But now it's, like, too late. Like, we've been picked apart for the most part. Red fighting here is good, though. I like this. This is all good. Rapid does a very good job of picking us off, though, I can't lie. Again, same type of thing. And then, what happens here? 1 second, I need to go back. Let's go a little past where Rapid picked us up. Okay. So we're down. Lune is back. We're close cooler. Close enough. It seems like they just dive us here. Yeah, Red, like, you're very predictable there, Red. With just climbing up that, so they pre-fire that. Again, like, these guys are... Like they're looking for you, Red. They are going to attempt to kill you. They're fighting back, and they're doing it quickly. The first chance you give them, they're gonna take. It seems like you're definitely struggling a lot against like a comp like this too. I think a lot of times you can at least start like before you even really like super interact with them. You can at least start with poking them out using your range. You have range over most of the players on this team, and with that you can play off angles in such a way where you are threatening to them without having to really risk your life. Because when you risk your life, like in a position you just did on the box, you are one, obviously risking your life in a 1v3 basically, and two, you are just not playing your range. Like you have the space to work with. You don't have to play such a close angle with like box. And I know it doesn't seem that close, but it is close because they rush you down. And we weren't really expecting that. But okay, from this spot here though, we don't have too much to work with. We have probably a special soon. That being cooler. But I'd be very surprised if we live. Wow, we live. I don't know how we live. We do a good job of stopping it from where we are. I think Zuka's a little much here. I don't think we need Zuka to win this. Oh, we lose it anyway though. Kronos overcommits too. But decent stall. Yeah, this is a good enough stall. But we need to settle. At some point here we have to settle. And it looks like we have. Red gets 2 picks. Great. I have issues with this, but I don't think it's that big of a deal. Like again though, I think we could just get this stuff done without using our special. Like I think Red, your zip is okay, but you don't need the zip. We can hold on to it. Like again, I think you use your range to just pressure them out. It's easier said than done, but I think it's possible. And you help with each fight with your range, Okay, and then we get another zip. This is good. Really good. What happens here? Oh, Kronos, watch your side. Okay, wait, we live. There's 4 of us. Wings gets picked. Okay, that makes sense. Red also gets picked. Kronos was picked. Man, it was a good crap from them. I guess, okay, like, here the thing is, we've gotten to this point without too much pushback from the enemy. We should be expecting it very soon. Like, they have crab up. We need to be in a position to, like, one, find this crab. Like, we should know approximately where this crab is going to be popped before it does get popped. And 2, we should be, like, looking to punish the crab for being popped in such an aggro position. Wings, your job here is to find the dually. As soon as you see that they have crab, like, way before this, like 10-15 seconds before this maybe, look for the crab and find them and then chip that. Focus the chip there first, where they're going to be popping crab, because that makes Red's job and Kronos' job a lot easier. And then hopefully you can at least get 2-3 alive there and not all go down. Difficult fight. I think these guys are pretty good. At least from how they're playing here. Like, they're playing this pretty well. They're punishing us. Oh, nice. Okay, still really solid though. Like, we come back without too much of an issue. It's just about how we clean up this. Like, we have to get to 20. It's going to be difficult. It isn't just like, it isn't just a quick snap of the fingers thing. Like, we need to again look for this crab and expect to be pushed back, like, we're just not, but we're setting ourselves up in positions where we expect things to just go our way and get things done. For example, first of which is Kronos. So Kronos, I understand you going left. I think this makes sense. You go Actually, I guess Red's comes first. Like, Red is too far front here. We are trying to punish the Plat when our team is not ready to punish Plat, and they have specials out, and they're already there. That's basically it. So Red gets picked, okay? We overstayed our welcome up that front position. We shouldn't be there. We just shouldn't be there yet. We can't play that. Tower is, look at where Tower is. Tower is at like 80. There's no point. Second thing, Kronos, you are too far up left for Crab to be popped there. You try to do the same thing you did before, except this time Crab is in a further back spot because they learned from their mistake. That's the only difference. And because of that, everything is gone. We pack to try to hold on to things, and it does okay, but Wings obviously is going to be finished off there in the recall. And we are dead. Ooh, that is rough. Okay, we at least get that. Red cannot commit to this. This is bad. This is so bad. We give up our only win in this whole like mid fight that we just had, this whole neutral fight we just had. Our only win was that Red was alive, and then Red wasn't alive. And we don't have time. Like we just don't have the time to make the proper play here. Nothing's gonna happen. And that's it. I rushed through that a little. Okay. Well, I'm done. See you guys.